Hey everyone, this is On the Rise. I'm your host, Mike Feinberg, coming to you once again from quarantine. We're all hiding out here in our own respective homes, away from each other, far, far away. With me, as always, is Armando Gonzalez and Gerardo Ramos. How you guys doing today?
What's up, boys?
Good. How's it going?
Good stuff.
Doing
Good
great.
stuff.
Everything's great over here. Our guest today on the show is a professional MMA fighter who's been featured multiple times on the Ultimate Fighter series throughout 2 seasons. In addition to the Ultimate Fighter, he's a veteran of 14 professional MMA fights. Please welcome today's guest, Hayder Hassan. Hayder, how you doing?
What's up, gentlemen? Good to be on. Appreciate you guys having me sharing this time during the old corona epidemic. First, all of our lifetimes, and I don't know when even the last time anyone had to worry about something like this. But yeah, man, always good. Yeah, man, listen to the rules, and hopefully this will be done soon, man.
Staying your ass home.
Yeah, I'm home, bro. And yeah, man, I think he said 14 fights. I actually have 20 pro fights, man. You know, with the Ultimate Fighter, they don't because they're in tournament format. They consider them exhibitions.
Yep.
Yeah. But like I have 6 fights in the Ultimate Fighter house, but none of them are on my record. So it's really unfortunate. I did all that work, and like when I go and I talk to promotions, they'll tell me, "Oh, you don't have enough fights. You don't have enough experience."
Yeah.
You know, and then I'll have to send them my Tapology and be like, even though it doesn't show on like the numbers, you have to go and look up the fight history. So that's the only part where the Ultimate Fighters hurt me. Yeah, is that because I think it's bullshit. Like you're getting hit with real punches.
Right. You're in the cage. You're face to face with somebody that wants to kick your ass. So I think it should count.
Yeah, dude. You know, and if you're getting paid, then that's a professional exchange. So yeah. So now I'm actually doing double the work. I'm trying to get my wins. I'm trying to have double-digit wins so that it makes it more lucrative in fight contracts, and it makes it more appealing. Even though I already have double-digit wins, but I'm literally doing double the work again. So that's the only downside. But it's all good.
Let me ask you, so, you know, you commented on coronavirus just a little bit there. I mean, how's that affecting your life right now? Is it affecting your family, your friends?
Yeah, man, you know, my father, he lives with me. We live together. He's 70. He's a retired anesthesiologist. But he's diabetes, you know, he's overweight, he's 70. So like that's like the trifecta of not what you want, you know? So I'm you know, what, I forgot the movie, like The Walking Dead, you know, they're all like wrapped up. That's what I feel like when I'm going to Publix, bro.
Right?
And booted, bro.
Dude, I've seen people at Publix wearing underwears in their head and wrapped around their head.
Yo.
Some dude walked into Publix the other day with boxers wrapped around his face. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Serious?
It's scary, bro. I saw pictures of someone was in like one of the grocery stores, like in a full-on scuba suit.
Yeah, I saw that one. The guy with the purple or blue outfit.
It's just incredible, man. You know, it's scary though, bro. You know, yeah. Hopefully this can get wrapped up soon, and everyone can get back to work, man, and start enjoying what they love again. How about you guys?
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely affecting everyone. You know, I've got kids; they're all stuck at home, and you know, cluttering up the house. As far as I'm concerned, they're just trying to break loose like animals. You know, they want to get out and can't let them out. So
I think that's God teaching us a lesson with our damn kids all over the damn place. You're on timeout now.
Everyone's getting taught a lesson, bro. You know,
It's definitely it's humbling. It's humbling for everybody, for sure.
Yeah, man. It makes you appreciate all the little things, man. Let alone life. You know, seeing all these people, almost 11,000 people almost died. It's crazy, man. Crazy.
Really sad.
Hayder, let me ask you, you know, with all that's going on, are you still able to train? Are you able to keep yourself in shape?
Yeah, man. So I in my room I have a sprint treadmill, I have a row machine, I have a heavy bag, I have some free weights. I'm a meathead, bro. So like since I was a kid, I like to lift weights and get jacked. And I used to watch Open Iron all the time when I was a kid. So I've always wanted to be like the most jacked kid in school. So it's like if I can't lift or like do something, then like I'm getting stir crazy. So my house, I've always wanted to have something in the house in case I get something, not in case something happens, but I just, no excuses, you know? So I'm able to hit my workouts, but ATT is closed, and top team has been closed for, I think about a month now. And it's just open to a select guys that have fights coming up. But I don't even know where they're going to have I saw they're supposed to have the Khabib fight. I mean, not the Khabib, Tony versus Justin.
Still on.
Yeah. I don't know where that's going to be. I don't know what state's going to allow it. So, I mean, I really feel I mean, the fighters want to fight because that's how they're going to get paid, you know? So, like, yeah, it's a tough situation, man.
I've heard Georgia is opening up. They're starting to open businesses and different things like that. So that may be another state that they hit.
Yeah, you're right. Georgia. I was thinking like maybe like an Indian reservation. That was the only thing I could think of where like the rules.
Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah.
Georgia might be jumping in early though, because I mean China they lifted their regulations, but now they're going back into quarantine. You know, so
yeah.
Georgia should be careful. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I guarantee Dana White, he ain't going to be there. Dana White's going to be at home watching it from his couch, bro. You know? Yeah. When they were in Brazil, he wasn't there.
Oh, he wasn't?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
No, he wasn't, no.
Wow.
He sent his other people, like, hey, you go take care of that.
That's a trip, dude. That's a trip.
I ain't catching that shit.
Hayder, let me ask you, so I know you last fought in December, and unfortunately you were on the wrong end of a decision after that night. You know, what do you think happened that night? What went wrong?
Yeah, man. I signed a 3-fight deal with Brave. I had my first fight with them. It was a good experience. I lost the fight. I ended up breaking my nose in 3 places and dislocating it within the first 30 seconds of the fight. I fought a taller opponent, so I came in double jabbing, and it was just the first shot ended up catching my nose and just sending it right underneath my right eye. And I got a really bad gap right between my eyebrows that opened up, and the eyebrow was just kind of hanging. So right off the bat, it was just boom, you're in deep water right away. But I still was able to put the guy down in the first round. I put him down on the mat. But the amount of blood that was coming out, every time I breathed, blood would spray out. So like it left a very bad image in the judge's eyes, you know. Even in the second round, I was the aggressor the entire time. I was going forward the entire time. But the way it looked with like my nose and everything, the ref wanted to stop the fight in the second. He couldn't because I was the aggressor. You know, I was going forward. I'm putting pressure on the guys. But one thing that affected me, I would say, besides the break, because that really didn't affect me. I was going forward the whole time, but it was fighting in a third world country like where we were in Kyrgyzstan. It's part of the former Soviet Union. I ended up like the food where we were being hosted at was just terrible. I literally was having diarrhea from the first day I was there to the day of the fight. I went into the fight the lightest I've ever. I weighed 170. I normally go into fights around 188, but fight I wasn't able to put any food back in me. I went into the fight 178. I was just fluids. So like I only put on 8 pounds. So like during the fight, I didn't feel like I had my legs underneath me. I saw that like muscle glycogen, you know, where you like that, you know, I felt depleted. But no excuses, man. You know, I still should have left you know, I'll tell you the positives. The positives is I'm a pressure fighter, and how I press, I was just so aggressive that I needed to be a little bit more fluid with my attacks. And what I ended up learning was you know, when you push and then you pull, that pull allows the guy to set up a trap. Whether you're then, so like you push, pull, then push. If that makes sense. Basically, how I press and my setups, I was able to clean everything up. I was able to dot the I's, cross the T's. So like in my opinion, this is the most deadly I've ever been in my entire life, and I'm so pumped to fight again. That's the only thing is I don't know when this Corona thing's gonna finish, because who knows? Like when they're gonna open. So Brave, the promotion is owned by the royal family of Bahrain. Brave owns the Tour de France. They own the Ironman. They own two of the largest soccer clubs, valued over $3 billion each. They own. They just bought McLaren. So like they go to events where they like to build government relations. So all of their events are international based. So I don't know when they're going to be able to, when they can be like start bringing fighters from all over the world and be like, hey guys, fights are here, or without risking Corona. I mean, I don't know.
This Corona's putting a hinder in a lot of the international fight games because, you know, it's all over the place internationally.
Yeah. So like, that's the only thing. But, you know, when I'm very confident in my skills, I'm very confident in myself. For me, taking this L, I'll kind of just brush it off because the amount of knowledge I gained from it, I'm just like on another fucking level right now, bro. So like,
awesome, man, that you can look at it positive like that.
Yeah. And that's only because like, I know myself as a fighter and I'm like, holy shit, I just had ultimate light bulb moment. Now I just like, I know everything now. And when you can be the most successful, the most dangerous, is when you know who you are and what you need to do in order to be successful. Whether that's in business or fighting or whatever. If you know what to do no matter what, you're gonna do well. You know, and like now, if I'm fighting a grappler, wrestler, I know what to do. Fighting another striker, let's go. So like now, like for me, it's party time, bro.
Nice.
That kind of leads right into my next question. I was going to ask you what your normal workout routine is when you train for these fights, and if you think you're going to make any adjustments based upon what you just learned in the last fight.
Yeah. Well, one thing that I'm excited for is the welterweight division in Brave. They just moved it to 175. So, and they added another lightweight class. They actually have super lightweight. Super lightweight is 165. So now they have 175, 165, and 155. 155 is regular lightweight. 165 is super lightweight, and then welterweight is 175. So it's cool, man. I'm gonna be able to walk around heavier. My training camp's gonna be more fun because I can eat more. I'll be going in my fights heavier. So I'm gonna be faster, stronger, more explosive. And then from a technical standpoint, I'm just going to be the most offensive, violent machine I've ever been. Like, I'm a machine gun of fucking deadliness. So, like...
You're ready to get in there and tear somebody's head out.
Yeah, dude, all I know is I wouldn't want to fight me now, bro. I don't care. Like, the person's going to say, yeah, well, you lost your fight. I'm going to fuck you up your next fight. And I'm going to be like, dude, I say what you want to say, but I might have lost my last fight. But all I know is I wouldn't want to fight me next. And if I am, I'm going to fucking rape you, bro. You know,
nice.
So, go, dude. You know,
nice.
That's something like when I finished the last Ultimate Fighter season, I fought Jesse Taylor.
Yeah,
Jesse Taylor. He won his middleweight season of the Ultimate Fighter. He has over 55 pro fights. He's fought every single weight class. He's fought heavyweight. He fought middleweight, welterweight. 205, and he's fought everybody. Hector, you name it.
Yeah, he's fought a lot of people.
After we fought, I was like, hey, how do you handle your adversity and whatnot? He's like, bro, like if I lose a fight, I just take the knowledge from it, and then I take the positive, and then I just turn the page and I completely forget about it. And that's when he said that, I was like, damn, that's really smart. Because that keeps you from hindering on things and like really slowing your growth. Like once you know what you did wrong, take the knowledge, turn the page, and write a new chapter.
That's it.
And that's where I'm at right now, dude. And so like that's what I'm excited for. I'm also like my fuck you list. has just gotten like bigger and bigger and bigger. To go out there and say, fuck you, bro. I told you, dude. And so like, that's what I plan on doing. My next 2 fights, just adding more people to my fuck you roster and kicking some ass, man.
Nice.
That's great.
That's awesome.
I like the way.
Who's the first person on that list?
Dude, my fucking rock, paper, scissors for that one, bro. You know what I'm saying? Too many for that one, bro. You know? But no, it's just the haters, bro. Everyone has your haters, your doubters, your skeptics. Especially, you know, I've been in the sport a long time, man, and I feel like now I'm just getting the repetition where I'm really starting to see my growth and my potential. And this is the best I've ever felt in my career. So it's the most excited I've ever been. So it's just that's why I'm like, man, please God, let this Corona thing be done with. Everyone get back to work and be healthy, happy. And so, yeah, man, hopefully sooner the better.
All right. So, Hayder, I know with everything going on, everything is kind of in limbo at this point. I know you touched on that just a minute ago with Brave. We really don't know when their next event is going to be. But when was it planned for you to be on the next card of theirs?
Yeah, so I was trying to get on their next their card in June. It was going to be in London, their London card. And, you know, this last fight that I had with him, if I had won that fight, it was going to set up to fight for the title. So the guy that I fought, he's going to be fighting for the winner of the title. I guess the title shot was supposed to be this month, but I guess everything's getting pushed back. So my next fight, I plan on going out there, getting a devastating, violent KO, and then getting on the mic, talking a whole bunch of shit, telling everyone, just pretty much reminding everyone who I am.
You.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm gonna kill everybody. You know, bro. But actions speak louder than words. That's why I really plan on my next fight. That's why, like, I literally went into my last fight maybe 50% of of what my body could put out, and I broke my nose in 3 places. My eyebrow was rolling off my face, and the guy still
right from the start. Yeah.
And I was going
that would
forward.
definitely threw you off.
Yeah, so now, bro, I'm going to go into my fight healthy, strong, another 10, 12 pounds of muscle on me, bro. Like, good luck, dude. Like, I haven't fought like that before. So I'm going to be able to be 190, going to fight 190, a fucking piston, just throwing grenades. Like, bro,
Nice.
who's going to take that? I don't, you know? So it's going to be fun, bro.
So we want the fans who are watching this to get to know you a little bit better. So if you can just share with us a little bit about your background, where you're from, how you got into fighting to begin with, and how it turned into MMA. Yeah,
man. So I grew up here in South Florida. I grew up playing sports ever since I was a kid, man. You know, my family is Middle Eastern. My parents are from Iraq. My parents came here in the 70s. My dad's a doctor. My mom's a psychologist. So always growing up, it was if you don't do this, your dad's gonna give you a shot, or your mom would be like, always trying to psychoanalyze you and find out reasons why you're crazy, you know. And then after growing up, grew up playing football, wrestled. I went to Florida State. I did my undergrad, got my undergrad there. And after I graduated from Florida State, I worked for a pharmaceutical company, and I was in sales with them, and I just kind of missed competing. I mean, I was competing ever since I was a kid. So that part just stopped. And my brother was playing football. He was just finishing up ball at Georgetown, and he was an All-American linebacker there. And he was trying out for the NFL. And he was always like, ever since his freshman year, he was like, if I don't go to the NFL, I want to fight. And I was like, oh, it's awesome. But like, in my mind, I was like, I can never imagine getting hit in the face. So I went to an NFL combine. And when we were coming back from the combine, my brother was like, yo, let's go to American Top Team. So we're very fortunate, man. Top Team was just 15, 20 minutes from my house. And after the first training session, I literally like every competitive juice that was just like in the freezer for all those years just got reignited, bro. And I was after the first session, bro, this is it, you know. And after he actually brought us in, me and my brother, to spar the pros. It was Thiago Silva, Wilson Gouveia, Danilo Villafort,
Jesus.
Alessio Sakara, And me and my brother had never sparred before. We were just wrestlers and football players. And this is the time when AT was all Brazilians. So like they were like, we were the only like really Americans. They're like, yo, fuck up.
Hey, let's bring these guys in here. Let's fuck these two guys up.
It was a Saturday, and like, so Tuesdays and Thursday was the pro sparring, and Saturday was sparring for just guys that had fights coming up. And then, like, at that time, it was just the UFC, Strikeforce, Elite XC, and Pride. And at ATT, you only got coached if you were in those.
You were one of the big ones, right?
You were one of those leagues. If you weren't, then they would talk in Portuguese on how to knock you out in training, you know? So me and my brother show up for the sparring. Within like the first like 8 seconds, my brother ends up knocking out like the team bully at the time.
Wow.
Nice.
Cold, you know. And we were doing Shark Tank. We were doing like Monkey in the Middle. Like, and they each go around on you. So they had me and my brother in the middle, and then one guy would go with each one of us. So it was like, once my brother knocked the dude out, everyone came running to the cage, and I was like, oh shit, it's
my turn,
dude. You know, so I sit down on my mouthpiece, and like, man, I ended up walking out of there with 2 black eyes, a coconut on my head from Thiago Silva grabbing my head, and he just kneed me right in the head, right in my square. But like, I kept going forward, I kept throwing bombs, and that's what they wanted to see. They wanted to see if you would quit, and I didn't quit.
Right.
My brother quit, and right after that, they invited us to be on the pro team, and
nice.
So we were like, "Fuck yeah!" You know, I was.
Nice.
I've never been so happy in my life, bro. I had 2 black eyes. I'm talking about a coconut like this, you know. And I gave Thiago Silva a big kiss. I was like, "Bro, this is the greatest thing in life, bro."
You look like the Elephant Man, huh? Celebrating. It
was crazy, man. But it was awesome. And that's what they just wanted to see. Because like the week prior, Laborio actually had came on the mats and was like, and took me and my brother off of the mat because he was worried. He's like, "Nah, man, you guys aren't ready. You aren't ready." Because he hadn't been there. He hadn't seen us, you know? So like we had, when the coaches came to ask us to come to help the guys in sparring, because they were fighting wrestlers, and they were like, "Oh, you guys have wrestling." So we were looking, me and my brothers, when Laborio pulled us off the mat in front of all the pros, we were like so defeated. We were so upset, you know? So, so when the coach came and asked us to come for the sparring on Saturday, we were like, "Yo, this is our opportunity to show them what we got," you know? So we were, so it was awesome, man. You know, and then, like 6 months later, I had my first pro fight, knocked the dude out in 9 seconds, and the rest is history, man.
Nice. Congrats, man.
Thanks, bro.
So Hayder, real quick, I'm just curious, what do you like to do when you're not in training? What are your hobbies?
Man, you know, I'm a family guy, bro. You know, I like to chill, dude. You know, I like to chill, hang out with the fam. I'm luckily because all my family lives here. We're all here. So my brother, he fights. He's got his 2 boys, 5-year-old and a 3-year-old. My sister, she's got her kids. So like when I'm not fighting, I like to be with the family. I'm a big crypto guy. I'm a big Bitcoin and crypto pusher. Nice. So that's my life, bro. It's pretty much fighting and Bitcoin, bro. Fighting. That's pretty.
Did you stock up on some? Did you stock up on some Bitcoin?
Yeah, dude. I'm a freak on it, bro. I literally sleep with my laptop on my bed, bro. I'll wake up at 4.
Watching that shit. What'd you think when it went down to 4,600, man? Did you scoop some up?
Yeah, it had 45% drop in one day, man.
Yeah, that was big.
I did, bro. I did, man. I'm in the market right now. I'm watching. I think we might hit to 8,400, possible extension to 92 before a correction. So God willing, I'm looking to take some profit and buy the dip when we get.
Nice.
Yeah, man. So you can't get punched in the face for forever, bro. Right? So
yep.
That's good, man. That's real smart again.
Gotta look for other ways, man.
All right, Hayder. So what I want to do is I just want to turn you over to Gerardo for a minute or two, because I know he probably has a couple of questions for you as well.
You got it, man.
Hey, man. So I wanted to ask you, so you had quite a unique journey into your pro MMA career, man. Did you have an amateur career or did you go straight into pros?
No, man, I just went straight to pros, man, you know, because at American Top Team, I was sparring against the best dudes, you know, like I was going against Hector. When you're the new guy, you get thrown in the gauntlet, bro. And it's either like
yeah,
two
for
things.
sure.
It's how bad do you want it, and it's going to be a sink or swim, you know, like, and you're going to get your ass beat because they're going to make sure you get your ass, you know, and the top dogs, you know, that's the new guy. Hey, sick the new guy.
Yeah.
But that's why they want to see you keep coming back and keep coming back. I remember when I was at ATT, it took Coney maybe 4 months, 5 months even to say hi to me, you know? And that's because because for them, like, oh, how many tough guys come into the gym? Oh, I want to be a pro fighter.
Yeah, yeah. Every day, I'm sure.
Every day, bro, you know? So I think I'm like I think me and my brother were some of the only, like, guys to start from the amateur, like, classes and then become pro fighters, make it to the UFC and stuff like that. So I've been with American Top Team since 2009. So it's
OG.
Big accomplishment, man. Long time, bro.
That's awesome, man. So you definitely learned how to push through adversity, especially through that story you told us of you and your brother throwing down. You know,
yeah,
it's a pretty. I wish there was like a camera or something that caught that. That's a really cool story. You know,
bro, it was, dude. I tell you, like, Hector was my first mitt coach to hold mitts for me at American Top Team because nobody would spar with him, and I wanted to get coaches to coach me. So I would go, like, me and Hector would spar, and I'd ask him, hey, Hector, and let's spar. And then he would fucking go crazy on me, but I wouldn't quit. I kept going forward. And then after the rounds, I'd be like, yo, Hector, you fucked me up with that. How did you do that? And then he ended up just liking me and respecting me. So he started holding mitts for me, you know?
He's a scary dude to face.
Yeah. And then, man, now me and Hector, we've gone skydiving together, bro. You know?
Yeah, nice.
We've had a lot of good times together, man. Crazy, bro.
So my last question is, so during your last fight, you said you got your eyebrow split open. So mentally, how were you able to keep pushing forward or keep your focus when something like that is on you? You know what I'm saying? Did you feel that you were hurt? Like, how were you able to continue pushing forward with the right mindset?
Well, like, really, what was only affecting me, the blood wasn't a big deal because the only thing that was affecting me was my nose, just because my nose was so shitty.
Breathing.
And the breathing. But I was just trying to be the aggressor the entire time so the refs don't have any thinking that, oh, like, this is affecting me. I have a really good poker face. But I did get hit there in the second round, right in the same spot, where I've never once been in a fight or never once in training been hit and be like, oh, that hurt. But like, I got hit right there, like right on the square spot, where, like, in my mind I was like, oh, dude, that one fucking hurt. I didn't show it, but right. Like, I was like, fuck, that hurt, you know. And you know what's crazy, man? When I got home, I was stuck in Kyrgyzstan for a week because I wasn't allowed to travel. I wasn't allowed to fly home because you can have a hemorrhage the way my break was. Wow. The plane, good cabin pressure. So when I got home, like, my nose was stuffed. Like, I was in a lot of pain. I came home. I walked my dog. My neighbor was right outside with their dog, and, like, their dog came up to me, and as I bent down to pet him, the dog jumped up and headbutted me.
Oh my god!
The fucking nose, and ended up, like, reopening my stitch. And, like, dude, the hardest I've ever been hit in my life. That dog headbutting me, no joke. 20 pro fights, the hardest I've ever been hit was that dog. You know? And it was one of those moments where I was like, oh, dude, are you kidding me, God? I was like, yo, fuck you, bro.
Oh, my goodness.
I was like, oh, my bad.
That's awesome. Well, hey, man, I appreciate you answering those questions for me, man. But I'm going to throw it back to Armando right now, man.
Cool.
What's up? What's up?
Bro. Armando, what's up?
What's going on? Everything good, man?
Yeah, bro. It's a pleasure, man. Having a good time with you guys, man. I appreciate it.
Good. Awesome, man. I want to throw it back to the Ultimate Fighting days, man. The American Top Team Black Zillions, man. I know you were part of that team. How was it to be involved with two teams, like, in the same house, man?
You know, it was a cool experience, man. Honestly, for myself, that was one of the – going into it, I was like, man, I was one of those things where I've always prayed, give me an opportunity, give me an opportunity. And that was like my first big opportunity really to go out there and show everyone what I'm all about. And because, you know, even your friends, oh yeah, Hayder's fighting, but they don't really know what you're capable of because, you know, they don't really think you're a fighter until they see you on TV or something.
On TV, right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So like, it was good. It was a good opportunity. I had 3 fights in 17 days. I think when I fought the Black Zillions that year, I had 7 straight fights against the Black Zillions. So awesome. I literally went through their entire fucking team, man. And so it was, I mean, I learned a lot about myself. I learned a lot about, it was just great experience, man. Anytime you can put yourself in a situation where they take your phone, there's no TV, there's no internet, you're disconnected from the world, and you just can get to focus on your goals. It's an amazing opportunity, which rarely ever happens, man. And an opportunity where you're going to get to fight frequently against high caliber fighters. I mean, when can you ever fight 3 times in a month? You know, 3 times in 3 weeks. The type of fight, the type of development your fight IQ gets is you just can't replicate that anywhere. You know, and that's what makes Ultimate Fighter special. But that's also makes the Ultimate Fighter so tough. I mean, the first season I had 3 fights in 17 days. The second season I had 3 fights in 15. Yeah, man, it's all how bad you want at moments.
Right. How was it fighting up, you know, against Kamaru Usman, man? You know, now he's the man right now, you know?
Yeah, man. You know, I would love another shot at Kamaru. I fucking would love it, dude. You know, when we fought, it was my 5th fight of the year. You know, I had 1 fight before the Ultimate Fighter. I had 3 fights on the show, and then going into the finale was my 5th fight. So honestly, man, I was run down, man. I was run down. You know, even though it's no excuses, he was the better man that night. But I saw Sugar Ray Leonard when Sugar Ray Leonard fought Hagler and lost to Hagler, and when he lost to Roberto Duran for the first time, he was like, "I'll never say a fighter is better than me the first time. We have to fight twice." You know, if you twice, then I'll say you're a better fighter than me. But just that one night, you were the better man that night, but I guarantee you won't be the better man on the second. You know, so that's where I'm at, man. You know, but I'll take but he's doing great, man. God bless him, dude. He's a good dude. He's crushing it, man, right now. So it's good, man. This sport is so hard that like it's one of those things that you're happy to see people have successes in their career. Being on the Ultimate Fighter with those guys. Even though like in the beginning of the season we didn't like each other, you know, we were talking about shit to each other, but afterwards we exchanged jerseys, and actually I didn't exchange jerseys with any of them, but they asked me to sign their jersey, so I did. That's awesome, man. But yeah, dude, so you appreciate these guys, man, and it's awesome, man. I'm very happy, bro, because it's
all about respect. You know, yeah. Martial arts is mainly you grow up respecting your opponent.
Yeah, man, and like when you fight somebody, when the fight says go, all you see is an object. You know, you don't see a person. But then as soon as the fight is over, then the person comes back, and then you're like, oh damn, then you feel sorry for them. Like, oh man, because you know how hard it is. So you know, and that's the part where you feel for him, you feel for him, you feel for their family. But then you're like, right. Oh, fuck, better. It's, you know, kill or be killed.
And also, my last quick question, because I know we got to wrap things up, man. I was this close to having you be one of our main event headliners, man. I hope that that time will come around again for us, man, where we can have you on one of our shows again.
Yo, let's do it, bro. Never say never, bro. I don't think I'm going to have to fly out anymore, bro. So, if it's in Florida, bro, let's do it, bro. We'll kill it.
Awesome, man. Looking forward, man. I definitely I am looking forward to having you in the cage again, man. For sure.
Yeah. Man, it'd be an honor, brother. It'd be an honor, man. Yeah. You let me, God willing, we'll see what happens, man.
Nice.
Yeah, well, Hayder, it certainly has been great talking to you, and tell us, how can your fans follow you on social media?
Yeah, man. You know, much love, gentlemen. I really appreciate you guys taking the time on this day to give me a shout and spread the love, man. But yeah, on Instagram, Hayder Hassan, and Twitter, Hayder Hassan as well. So it's pretty easy. And yeah, man, hopefully we'll all be back in student action, and just try and spread some good love, positive and positive vibes and good energy, man. So yeah, man, much love. God bless. And appreciate everybody.
Yeah,
thank you, brother. Really appreciate it.
We do. We appreciate your time. It was a pleasure having you on the show. Wish you the best of luck in your next fight and everything you do in the future. And look forward to seeing you at one of our future events as well, locally.
God willing, but that'll be awesome, man. I look forward to it.
That would be.
Awesome, man.
So this has been the latest episode of On the Rise. On behalf of Gerardo Ramos and Armando Gonzalez, I am Mike Feinberg. We'll see you on the next show. Stay safe. Have a great night, everyone.